En David Bowie vertelt erover, gevolgd door de clipclassic van deze week, Let's Dance.
Est-ce que le fait que vous ressortez de vos deux big scènes veut dire que vous commencez à penser à la retraite?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Retired 73. I'm working now. We'll keep us together.
It was really a challenge for myself for my own future as a creative artist. I didn't want to feel that I was under the always under the liability, and I see it as a liability, of always having to do all the songs that I'm known for every time I go out. I've never had to do that too much. I mean, most of my shows I've kept them down to not too many to a show, and the rest has been new material. But I really wanted to try and not start again. I'm wary of saying that, but putting all those to bed for now. You know, I thought, well, 1990, let's go for it. Let's cut off there and start all over again with a new attitude. So I said, what do I do? I mean, what songs do you think people would really want to hear? And they said, well, ask them. I said, yeah, I'll ask them. And they said, easy, set up a phone line, have them phone in and say what their favourite songs are. Yeah, that's a great idea.
So,
I can guess about 10. I can guess about 10. But after that, I really don't know. I really don't know whether they'd want Putting Out Fire with Gasoline or Stay or, you know, I mean, you just don't know what kind of songs they
Lighting
want.
and everything.
So it'd be kind of interesting. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition, and may God's love be with you. Now you have to use your imagination. Oh, you bought it! Right. Because it's me, there will be some theatre attached to it, but not so outrageously theatrical as Glass Spider. I do have a soft spot for that tour, even though we had very hard times with it. Looking back on it, on the video, it really had some great moments in it. But I think the big problem there was that it was too intricate for too big a stadium. There was so much happening at once on stage that unless you do have a video of it, you don't really know what happened, you know, because of the size of those events. But on the other hand, seeing me doing a show without some kind of theatrics, I think, is unknown. I mean, I'm going to be doing something theatrical. Well, what I'm going to be using a lot more of this time is I'm working in some fairly exciting new ways with interactive video. So I think that's really quite exciting, because I don't think the usage of video in rock concerts has been terribly inventive. And I think that could be something really quite interesting for rock. Could be a new kind of expansion.
Look out on your rock and rollers.
But David, the Who have admitted on their latest tour that they're cashing in on their old material. Is this how you see it with the 1990 tour?
They're not in Tin Machine, are they? No. Cashing in on my songs? You kidding me? They're great songs. I'm a very good performer.
Do you plan to tour with Tin Machine?
I'll tell you what I feel about that. There's about 15 arena artists worth going to see, and until I can't produce a show that is worth going to see, I won't stop doing shows, you know. And this for cashing in on old songs, that's ridiculous. That's 25 years of my life. Do you
Future projects, oh yeah, I keep going back to people that I've worked with in the past. I try new people and I go back to old friends as well. No doubt I'll be working again with Carlos Alomar. Always comes in and out of my life. I'd like very much to work again with Eno. We have talked about it a couple of times. I think that might be on the offing. Probably work with Adrian again. Definitely continual work with Tin Machine. And as was brought up with this press thing today, press conference thing, it's very likely that we'll do something with Glenn Branca as well, which would be really exciting, as he's one of the, I think, my favourite artists of the 80s, definitely. I think he's wonderful. I think so. I think we've done enough to get that. That was, yeah, one record, that's all, you know. I mean, that was just, I mean, that was for your cause, you know. I mean, it wasn't, it was a very light throwaway thing. Let's Dance, having something which I felt had absolutely no future, seeing that being taken and shaken by